RF here from the Country Lunch Show. This week we have an interview with Dan Griffith, artist and musician who's played in several bands in and around New Hampshire. This interview this week is about his group Soul Octane Band.
When I was in a band called Soul Octane Burner, we
Right,
opened up for Corn.
Corn.
Yeah,
What was that like?
that was quite an experience, dude. I mean, I was like, funny story is when we were up there playing, I had forgotten I didn't have a wireless setup, so I had this instead of bringing my 20-foot cord, all I brought with me was like a 9-foot cord. So basically, I had to stand in front of my amp. I couldn't run across the stage or nothing. I couldn't do what I wanted to do. I was so nervous, but what a great experience, opening up for those guys. And they were really cool to us. They came up and talked to us, and they actually asked for us by name. It was down in Guilford, New Hampshire, where it happened. And
What's the name of the venue?
I can't remember what it's called. I know it's in Guilford, New Hampshire. It's the Meadowlands, maybe. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure. Funny that I can't remember that. But
Was it a festival or was it an indoor concert?
it was an outdoor concert. It was kind of like the stage had 3 sides, and it was just huge. There was probably like 5,000, 6,000 people there. And I looked out into the crowd, and the first like 3 rows all had Soul Octane Burner shirts on. It was great, and it was really humbling too at the same time. It's like, wow.
How big was the crowd? I mean, the crowd must have been kind of seismic.
Well, when we were playing, the place was probably half full, but and by the time Corn went on, the place was packed. You know what I mean? So we kind of played early, but it was neat. It was really neat, and wouldn't trade that experience for anything. That was probably the in my music career, that was the highlight. I think. And if I die today, at least I know I did that.
Well, yeah, you could say that, but it must have been a lot of fun. How did you get into that? How did you get accepted for that?
My cousin Larry had something to do with that, and he happened to get in touch with the venue because they were looking for bands that would open up. And I guess from the story goes, from what I was told, is Korn saw a couple of our videos on YouTube and asked for us by name. Said, "You got to get those guys." So that was really cool.
What happened to that band?
It's weird. We never officially broke up, but everybody just went their separate ways. We never actually said we're done. We just all, we were in our 30s, late 40s or early 40s when we were doing that, and it seemed like everybody either got married or had things going on in their life, and it just kind of once in a while we'll get together for like New Year's Eve or something. But yeah, we never really officially broke up, but it just, I don't know, it just fell apart. It was weird.
So there's probably a reunion tour in the future.
You never know, man. We're all still alive, so the guys in that band, we all grew up together. We were all in high school together. So it was Dale Peterson, me, Dave Bellimer, Shane Davis, and a guy named Gino. I can't remember his last name because he was the only one I didn't grow up with. But really cool guys. And we all had a connection.
Saw the pictures too of you guys loading up and going there, but I didn't see any pictures of the concert myself.
If you go on YouTube and you type in Soul Octane Burner, if you scroll down some of the videos, you'll find, because the venue actually recorded us playing, and there's video of that, so it's kind of cool. I tell you, I was so nervous, I literally had to hand my guitar to my buddy Shane to tune it because I couldn't even tune my guitar. That's how nervous I was.
Nervous from the size of it, or a nervous?
I think my adrenaline was just going, and I just was shaky, and I just couldn't. Yeah, he's like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "Dude, tune this. I can't do it." So he grabbed my guitar, he tuned it, and he gave it back to me. Kind of funny. I think it was the enormity of it.
It take a little getting used to.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, once I got off that stage, I never wanted to go back to doing bars again. Although I did. I was like, we got to keep doing this. Didn't happen that way. But it's a nice little footnote, right?
It's an experience, I guess. A note here, Dan has a new song in the making called Goodbye to Rock and Roll, and you can find that by searching for the group New England Vampire on SoundCloud. Also, you can find songs by Soul Octane Burner on YouTube.